Do you feel Croatia was robbed yesterday? The results of yesterday's matches, and of course, my prediction for today. These are the three things I want to talk to you about. Hey, what's going on, guys? MC 2.0 with Lubin Entertainment. Welcome back to another prediction series. These are the things that I want to talk to you about today. Let's get right into it. Do you feel Croatia was robbed yesterday? So if you don't know what we're talking about, so Croatia actually played Portugal yesterday. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo scored one goal, but making it a total of two goals altogether. So they were playing. But here's my thing. Number one, at the end of the match, after 90 minutes, right, they added 10 extra minutes. So tell me why the clock went past the 10 minutes all the way up until 12 minutes, which is when Croatia ended up scoring that goal. So my first question is, why did the clock go all the way to 12? Why did they allow it to go past the extra 10 minutes, right? That's number one. Number two, Croatia actually scored a goal. Well, they didn't really score the goal, right? A Portugal player accidentally kicked the ball into his own goal. But that goal was shortly ruled incomplete, or ruled that it wasn't good, because they called offside on one of the Croatia players. One of the Croatian players was called offside. So after analyzing the game, and I'm going to put the video there for you so you can see it. After analyzing the footage, they're saying, I don't think it was really offside because one of the Portugal players played the ball, even though he didn't have full control of it, but he actually played the ball. So that goal should have counted. But unfortunately, it wasn't, and Croatia ended up losing the match last night. Because when I saw the goal, I was like, oh my God, they're going to go into penalty shootouts. That would have been crazy. But unfortunately, they ruled the goal not good, so they took it away from Croatia. So let me know in the comments, do you think that was the right call? Do you think the goal was valid? It was a good goal, or was the referee correct? Because I got to tell you, man, I've seen some weird calls during this World Cup. If you remember, a couple of days ago, maybe last week, there was a call where they called the player offside because his big toe because the big toe was offside. So they called it and they ruled out the goal. I'm telling you, man, this World Cup is full of surprises. But anyways, here are the results of yesterday's matches. So as you know, Portugal won over Croatia 2-1. We had Spain playing Austria. So Spain won 3-0. And Switzerland was playing Algeria, and Switzerland won 2-0. All right, let's get into today's prediction. So today we got three matches happening. One of which is the highly anticipated match of the World Cup. I'll tell you about it in a couple of minutes. Okay, the first match that we got coming up is Australia and Egypt. And also we got Colombia and Ghana. Colombia and Ghana. And the most anticipated match of the World Cup is Argentina and Cape Verde. Argentina and Cape Verde. That is going to be the match of the day. You got to keep your eyes on that match. It's actually happening tonight at 6 p.m. Australia and Egypt is at 2. Colombia and Ghana is at 9:30. But like I said, the match to keep your eye on is Cape Verde. I'm telling you, man, Cape Verde has won fans across the world because of their performance, because of their endurance, because of their heart, because of their story. Now, think about it. Yes, it's true that they're going to be facing Argentina tonight. It's true that they're facing one of the greatest teams in the World Cup, right? But the way I look at it, whatever happens tonight is going to be a win-win situation for Cape Verde. What do I mean by that? Listen, Cape Verde is, entered the World Cup for the very first time in their lifetime, right? The very first time in the country's lifetime. They had a successful group matches, right? They played against three great teams in the group stage, and they actually won and proceeded to the round 32 knockout. And now they are facing Messi. So the story is going to be, listen, it took Messi to send us home because no other team could beat us. No other team can beat us. Imagine that, a young team who entered the World Cup for the very first time, and they were able to go up against Messi, and Messi is the one that sent them home. That's going to be a win-win situation for Cape Verde, I'm telling you. As you know, I'm going to be rooting for Cape Verde. It's unfortunate I may not be able to watch the match tonight because I actually have a gig tonight. So I'm probably going to miss it. But I'll be following the footage. I'll be watching all the highlights and so on and so forth. All right, here are my predictions for today. My prediction. So I am going with for Argentina and Cape Verde. Man, I know this is going to be a great match. I know it's going to be good. I know listen, I'm rooting for Cape Verde. I'm going to pray for a miracle. So I'm going to go with Cape Verde 2-0 over Argentina. Yeah, I may be crazy. It may be wishful thinking, but I'm going with Cape Verde 2-0. Colombia and Ghana. I got Colombia 2-1, Colombia 2-1. And then Australia and Egypt. I got Australia over Egypt, about 2-0. Australia over Egypt 2-0. So those are my predictions for today. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments. Let me know if you agree or not. Let me know what you're rooting for. Let me know which team you're going for. And let me know your thoughts on the situation with Croatia. Do you feel that Croatia was robbed last night with that match, with that goal? So let me know in the comments. And as always, Knicks and 5, baby. Knicks and 5. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care what you got to say about it. I don't care who you know about it. Knicks and 5. Good night, Jit. Saki Muri. Sak Pakota. Knicks and 5, baby.